People, this is your lady, Coach Mavis, and I'm here again to talk to you about a very nice and educative topic. It's on YouTube channel, so I plead that you subscribe after listening, and we'll be glad to hear all your comments after this video. We want to talk about why parents would leave their children on the streets. What do you think, or why do you think children will be left on the streets by their parents? I want you to also know that parents will not necessarily want to leave their kids on the streets just because they want to leave them on their streets. They have issues, they have emotions, they have a reason why children will be left on the street. And one of the reasons is, first of all, finances. Sometimes parents are not able to get the monies that they have. They are not able to care for the kids that they bring forth. So you find out that the kids are held, or they are going to be on the streets to fend for themselves. So as a result, they are left on the street to fend for their own. So sometimes when you see a street child, don't ever think that the parents are irresponsible and they don't know what they are talking about. They don't know what they are doing by bringing a child to this world and not taking care of them. This point is a very peculiar point, and I think that when you see a street child, don't always be quick to blame a parent. The parent might be facing some kind of financial problems or some kind of financial issues, and hence cannot be able to take care of the child. Another point is when the family or when the marriage is broken, when a man and his wife have separated. Normally the kids are left to one partner, and when I say one partner, I don't mean only the woman alone. Sometimes the partner or the man is left with about 4 kids to take care of, and sometimes I joke about it and say father mother, where the father is having about 4 kids to take care of, but then is also playing a role as a mother. And then we have the mother father, where the mother is taking care of a whole lot of children and is also playing the role of a father. So the third one which I want to talk about is because these kids are left alone for one partner, it becomes very difficult. One partner cannot handle all the responsibilities of taking care of the children. So you find out that the mother will play her role, the mother or the father will play his role and will leave the rest. So that is why we would ask that single mothers or single fathers will also seek help from social help, so that they can be able to, or they can seek advice or counseling. They can seek advice or counseling from these social places for the kids to grow very well and become balanced. Another third thing is addiction. When two parents or one of the parents has a habit of drinking and smoking, all money, salaries are geared towards that, and hence there's no money left after one is paid. They're all using the money for such addictions, and I think that when this happens, the kids will be left hungry, they will not be catered for well, and this can cause kids or children to fall back to the street to sell or to make some money from the streets. Another point is when a child is so stubborn. Sometimes in our communities we find very stubborn children who don't listen to their parents. They fall into trouble, and then the parents are now shy or they are ashamed of their own children. So they leave them to go and fend for themselves, because no parent will be happy to have a son who is always stealing, who is always trying to play truancy when the child is playing. I just don't know, but it doesn't really help. The woman or the mother or the father feel that they are not safe to have such children, so they leave them to go their way. And so that is why you will find a street child walking on the street. So the next time you see a street child, I think you can quickly question the child, why the child is on the street. And I believe that these points that we are sharing, one of them will by all means pop up. Another last thing I want to talk about is that when a child is found on the street, it might be because the parents have had a generational cycle. What I mean is that people would want their children to go through what they have also been through, and sometimes they leave them to also fend for themselves, because the fact that they have also grown on streets to cater for themselves, they also go there and allow the kids to just move on the street to fend for themselves. So the next time you see a child on the street, please remember that it is one of these points that can make a child go on the street. Thank you for hearing this short video. I want to encourage you all that this Issues of Life channel should be watched. Share it, comment on it, give us feedbacks, and let's know that you are hearing us. We love you, we care for you. Say goodbye.